Hi children, welcome back to our social class. So today we are going to see a fifth chapter in political science, okay? And the name of the chapter is Judiciary, okay? So in this chapter we are going to learn about the different judicial system, okay? So about an introduction, a glance at the newspaper provides you a glimpse of the range of work done by the courts in this country. So as you know, judiciary refers to the system of court. But can you think of why we need these court? So as you have read in your second unit, okay? India, we have the rule of law. What this means is that laws apply equally to all persons and that a certain set of fixed procedures need to be followed when a law is violated. Okay, so when there is a violation of law, you have to follow certain fixed procedures. Okay, so to enforce this law of rule, we have a judicial system which consists of the mechanisms of courts. Okay, so that a citizen can approach when a law is violated. So whenever a law is violated, you can approach a court. As an organ of the government, the judiciary plays a crucial role in the functioning of India's democracy. Okay, so that is about your introduction. Now we are going to see about the role of judiciary. Okay, so what is the role of the judiciary? Courts take decisions on a very large number of issues. Broadly speaking, the work that the judiciary does can be divided into the following types. Okay, so there are a number of issues. We'll be seeing one by one. The first one is dispute resolution. What is the first one? Dispute resolution. Okay, so the judicial system provides a mechanism for resolving disputes between citizen and the government, between two state governments, and between the center and the government. Okay, so the first one is dispute resolution, that is solving any fights or problems. Okay, that can be between citizen, that is between people, or the people and the government. Okay, or between two states, or between the center and the state governments. Okay, so that is dispute resolution. The next one is judicial review. Okay, what is it? Judicial review. So as the final interpreter of the constitution, the judiciary also has the power to strike down particular laws passed by the parliament. Okay, so it has the right to cancel some laws passed by the parliament if it believes that these are a violation of the basic structure of the constitution. Okay, if it violates the basic structure of constitution, the court has the power to cancel the law. This is called judicial review. Okay, and the third one is upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights. What is it? Upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights. So every citizen of India can approach the Supreme Court or High Court if they believe that their fundamental rights have been violated. So if any of your rights are violated, you can approach District Court or High Court. Okay. So the next topic is, what is an independent judiciary? Okay. So imagine a situation in which a powerful politician has encroached on land belonging to your family. Okay, that is, if he comes and tells that it is his property. Within this judicial system, the politician has the power to appoint and dismiss a judge from his office. When you take this case to the court, the judge is clearly partial to the politician. If the judge is partial to the politician, the control that the politician holds over the judge not allow for the judge to take an independent decision, isn't it? Because he is under the control of the politician. Then what happens? This lack of independence would force the judge to make all judgments in favor of the politician, isn't it? Although we often hear of rich and powerful people in India trying to influence the judicial process, the Indian Constitution protects against this kind of situation by providing for the independence of judiciary. It is the independence of the judiciary that allows the court to play a central role in ensuring that there is no misuse of power by the legislature and executive. Okay, so this is the power of the court, which ensures that there is no misuse of power by the legislature and the executive. It also plays a crucial role in protecting the fundamental right of citizen, because anyone can approach the court if they believe that their rights have been violated. Is it clear? So whenever you feel that the fundamental right is violated, you can approach the court and the court can take decisions on it. So that's all for today. Thank you, children. Take care.